Hi everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you guys how to convert bases from one base to another. In the first problem I have is the number 67 is in base 10, so we are going to convert this number into base 3. In order to convert any base 10 numbers to another base, you just do simple division. So for this problem you divide 67 by 3. Since we are converting this number into base 3, so you divide by 3. So 3 goes into 6 2 times, 3 goes into 7 2 times, that's 22, and the remainder is 1. And then 3 goes into 22 7 times, the remainder is 1. And then 3 goes into 7 2 times, and the remainder is 1. And then that's it, it's 0. 3 goes into 2 0 times, so you write 2 right here, and you write the number from backwards, from bottom to top. So the number would be 2 1 1 1, and then you write 3 here, since this is in base 3, so we converted 67 base 10 to base 3. This is the answer. Alright, let's look at the second problem I have here. So the second problem, we are going to convert 1031, which is in base 5, we are going to convert this into base 10. So in order to convert any base except 10, so you write the number like this: 1 0 3 1, and you start from the far right. So the farthest right number I have here is 1, so you write this one as 1 times 5 to the power 0. So we are writing 5 to the power 0 since we are converting it into base 10. And then you multiply the number with it. And then for this one would be 3 times 5 to the power 1. And then for this number it would be 0 times 5 square. And then for 1 would be 1 times 5 cube. And then you add all the numbers up. So 1 to the 5 cube is 125. Let me write it. Okay. And then plus 0 times 5 square is 0. Plus 3 times 5 to the power 1 is 15, plus 1 to the 5 to the power 0. So 5 to the power 0 is 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. And then when you add all this number up, you are going to get the number 141. And then you write base 10 right here. So we have converted 1031, which is in base 5, into base 10, and the number is 141. Alright, let's look at another example. So the third example I have, we will be converting this number, which is in binary base 2, into base 10. So like I said, any base except 10, when we convert, we write the number down like this. So it would be 1 1 1 0 1 1 1, right? And then this one would be 1 times 2 to the power 0, and then this one would be 1 times 2 to the power 1, and likewise this one would be 2 to the power 2 square. This one would be 2 cube. This one would be 2 to the power 4. This one would be 2 to the power 5, and this one will be 2 to the power 6. So we ignore 0 and bring down whatever and bring down all the ones. So 1, we have 2 to the power 0, so this will give us 1, and then 1 times 2 to the power 1 would be 1. I'm sorry, that would be 2, and then 2 square would be 4, and then 2 cube, since it's 0, we ignore this, so we write 0. So this all we are adding it. 2 to the power 4 is 16, 2 to the power 5 is 32, and 2 to the power 6 is 64. So when we add all these numbers up, we're gonna get 119. So we have converted the binary number 1110111 into base 10, and the number is 119. Alright, let's look at the last example. This number is 01AF. This is in hexadecimal. So we are going to convert this into base 10. So like I said, any number when we are converting into base 10, you just write the number down. 0, 1, A, F, right? And then you multiply that number times, you bring the number down. So this is F times 16 to the power 0. Since this is in base 10, I'm sorry, base 16, so we write 16 to the power 0, and then we bring the A down, and we multiply that with 16 to the power 1, and then we bring the 1 down, and we multiply that with 16 square, and then we bring the 0 down, and we multiply that with 16 cube. You add all the numbers up. Now, how can we multiply A times 16 to the power 1 and F times 16 to the power 0? In my previous video, I showed you guys what the number A and what the number F is. So, the number F is actually 15 in hexadecimal, right? And then you multiply that with 16 to the power 0, which is actually 1. And then you bring A down. The number A in hexadecimal is 10. And then you multiply that with 16 to the power 1, and then you multiply this stays the same, so 1 times 16 square, and this is completely 0. So 15 times 1 is 15, 10 times 16 to the power 1, and then 1 times 16 square. So the number we are gonna get is, so you multiply everything up and you add it up, and then the number we're going to get is 431, right? Since this is 160 and 16 square, I don't know what that is, probably 256. Yeah, that's the number. So you add all of them up, and the number you're gonna get is 431, which is in base 10. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the video. See you all in the next video.